Hello. Sorry, I was really struggling to like actually make a post. I'm not sure why. But anyway. Hello. Hello. I see you have a new emoji. I see. Hold on. I need music. Otherwise, the silence in my head just feels too loud. There we go. That's better. Okay, now we can get started. Hi, Chad. How are you doing today? Fun fact, actually, um, I was learning how to edit like yesterday, and I didn't finish the edit in time to post today at 10. But I finished it like right before stream. And I think genuinely I fucking hate editing. Think genuinely like I kind of like it because it's kind of cool, right? Like you get to see the video being done, but at the same time, I don't want to do subtitles ever again. I hate that shit so much. But how are you guys doing? I missed you. I've been big planning and not big yapping because my mouth hurts so much. But I think today is all better. Today, I finally got myself like some mouthwash to actually help with the pain, and that's been really doing some wonders for me. Also, I forgot something on Blue Sky. Yippee! Hold on. Hold on. I think Twitter by now has the same feature, right? Of like you can set your live post. Wait, your live status? Yeah. That's Blancre. That's me. That's me so for real. My nose burns? Why? What'd you do to it? Camaleon! Hola, Camaleon! ¿Cómo estás, Camaleon? Hold on, do I have everything? Do I have everything? I think so. Oh, Rune! Thank you so much for 40 whole stream streaks! Thank you! Hola, Nightmare. Ah, Camaleón. Ya ve cómo me dijo que estaba bien si lo metía un drama en el Tomodachi. Ah, pues fíjese que Link, o sea, Link de la leyenda de Zelda, se enamoró de usted. Así que felicidades. Todavía no son oficiales, todavía no sabes tú que le gustas a Link, pero bueno, es algo. Been crashing out, painting a model, and all the cleaning stuff has left a lasting effect. Oof, yeah. Yeah, cleaning chemicals up your nose. Oof, big fucking burn. But also, how's your model going? It looked very nice the last time that you showed it off. Viendo qué tal le va al dibujo en mi multicuenta. ¿Cómo le está yendo hasta ahorita? Estoy tremenda, efectivamente. Oh yeah, chat. I did 2 whole things. 2 whole silly things. Number one, I actually have fangs now, which honestly, it feels so cute, dude. I am so happy with them. Like, sure, did it hurt like hell the first day? Yeah, absolutely. Okay. Did I bite my tongue? Yeah. But like, they're really cute. They're insanely cute, dude. I'm so glad I got them. And then, cause I was already like, oh well, I got my little fangs, right? Maybe I should do some other appearance stuff. I cut my own hair. I cut my own hair, and it actually turned out like not too bad for being my first time cutting my own hair. To be fair, I did only do my bangs, but it doesn't look too bad. Doesn't look too bad. Actually, I could probably show you. And you guys want to see? It's prime that I was about to paint proper, and then the paint thought it would be funny to go bad. Oof. Big fucking oof. So I have to buy new paint before I can finish it. What kind of paints are you gonna use on it? Are you gonna like airbrush it, or are you gonna paint it by hand? I like you, dude. Fangs. Yeah, it feels so cute. I feel so cute. They're not like terribly sharp like the ones on my model are. They're very like rounded. Cause I did I did tell the dentist, right? Like, can I have sharp fangs? And they were like, it depends. I was like, depends on what? And they were like, oh well, it like if you have really, really sharp fangs, you might not be able to bite properly. So we'll make them as sharp as we can within reason so you can bite properly. And I was like, okay, fine. And then they sent me the preview and they didn't look sharp at all. And I was like, did you forget that I wanted sharp fangs? And they were like, no, it's just, we have to get them ready and then we can make them sharp. And I was like, okay, fine. So I go into the dentist and it was so painful. And then I was like, did you make did you make the fangs sharp? And they're like, yes, I did. Yes, I did, Ray. They're sharp. And then they they fucking took off the mirror of the wall. And then they were like, here, look at them. And I was like, okay, thank you. And I held it up. I was like, oh my god, they're so cute. I did like nearly pass out from the pain though. That shit sucked. But now I get to rest. I get to rest from my dental stuff until I need to get my wisdom teeth removed, which I'm sure will be a joy. But oh well. Yeah, airbrush. Oh, that's so nice. I love the look of physical airbrush. Because honestly, like it looks so soft and like silky smooth if you do it right. It's beautiful. No pensaba que iba a enamorar a un héroe como Link, nada de mis bendiciones. Fíjate, es que yo estaba pensando que Link, lo iba a enamorar yo de Zelda, ¿verdad? Un clásico. Y luego veo que tiene una burbujita rosa y me pregunta Link de, oye, ¿conoces a Camaleón? Y yo de que, sí, sí, te la presento. Y él de que sí. Y luego, los presenté y Link de que, ¿crees que pueda ser amor? Y yo de que, pues, si quieres, güey, no sé. Pero sí, ahorita está muy enamorado el mijo. Muy, muy enamorado. Anat, hello, hello. How are you doing today? The better to know one, Princess. Oh yes, absolutely. Well, that gonna suck. It is, but I don't know. Cause like it all depends on who I get to do it, right? Cause if I get the man that did I forgot the TTS. Oh shit. Thanks, BK. If I get the man that was like insanely angry and was like actively like hating life, I'm all good. I'm all good, because he might hate life, but he's a really good dentist. But if I get the other one, if I get the girl that like has no regard for
WAZA!
that's so cute. That has no regard for like human life.
Attention
I'm so
chat.
fucked.
Please remember and take the time to check Ree's
Mhm.
YouTube channel. Watch ours and comments will help.
That's true, Chad. There goes my hat. That's true, Chad. You guys gotta subscribe and like actually help me get that shit monetized. Cause you know what happens if my YouTube channel gets monetized? You know what happens? You actually. I'm gonna tell you. Okay, I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna tell you. The thing that will happen is that you will get more and more content. I will spam you with content actually. Revivir canal de YouTube, efectivamente. Efectivamente. Tenemos un video que se va a subir el miércoles. Y voy a trabajar en un video más largo para creo la siguiente semana. Y pues va a haber clips publicados cada lunes, idealmente. No, me va a matar, pero por ustedes, chicos, por ustedes. I get monies. Which means that my mods also get monies. But it all does I don't know, like I'm not gonna hold out hope for monetization because I do remember hearing quite a lot of people being like I do remember quite a lot of people saying like, oh, I got my channel monetized, now I get another 50 cents, which, like fair enough, it's something. Also, Rouse and Max, hello, hello, how are you guys doing? Yeah, there are 3 YouTube channels. But the other one I'm still working on reviving. Slowly. Slowly. It's doable. It's a grind for sure. It is. It is. And I don't know. I think I just need to get more used to it, you know? Because when I get used to something, I get pretty quick about it. Except I just hate editing, dude. I just don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like hearing my voice. I think I sound really cringe. I think I say really cringe shit. And then having to stop by and subtitle all of that, it just makes me cringe even harder. Escenas preparativos finales para cuando empiece a hacer comisiones, pero no tengo ni idea de los precios. Diría que te podrías basar en... ¿Cómo? ¿Cómo se llama? ¿Sueldo mínimo? Es algo así. Se me olvida la palabra exacta, pero es algo así. Pero sí, o sea, cada región tiene su sueldo mínimo y te puedes basar en eso, dependiendo a cómo quieres cobrar. O sea, si quieres cobrar más del sueldo mínimo, que es lo que te recomiendo, por favor, cobra más del sueldo mínimo. Es, pero puede ser de que, el sueldo mínimo por hora. Y ya dependiendo de cuántas horas te tome a ti hacer un dibujo, con eso lo puedes calcular. Yo francamente nomás le di por vibras, o sea, dije, pues es que si cobro $50 por un dibujo básico y lo hago un modelo de Vtuber, yo creo que eso se puede cobrar en $150. Muy pendejita yo. Ya para estos rumbos ya cobro pues casi $2,000 por un modelo de Vtuber. Porque es nada más probar. Pruebas por aquí, pruebas por allá. Y dependiendo de la demanda que tengas y del tiempo de trabajo que te tome, le puedes incrementar. Actually, chat, that reminds me. Uh, I don't think I ever considered just how I price myself like that in depth until I actually got like the Clip Studio update that tells me how many hours I've been working on a certain thing. Because like I was working on an illustration for Rune because they got it as a gift to Mac. And I was just like, oh yeah, like this price is more than well enough. I don't think I need any more, right? It's just a couple bus drawings. It's just all of these. And then I look over at the information tab, 17 hours. 17 hours on that commission. I'm like, damn. I guess I did underestimate just how long 4 bus drawings take. Because, like, in my defense, right? In my defense, the last bus drawings that I was doing, like, actively were the Halloween yachas that I was doing. And those took, like, 30 minutes at most, you know? So, like, when this one took, like, 17 hours, I was like, okay, I'll think about that. Estaba pensando entre $10 a $8 porque además de que tardo demasiado, soy bastante nuevo. El septiembre que viene cumplo 2 años como artista. Pues sí, puedes hacerlo así y luego ya cuando tengas más experiencia o alternativamente más popularidad le puedes subir el precio. La verdad, esos son los 2 factores que tienes que considerar. La experiencia, y la popularidad. Yo sé que suena medio tonto, pero la verdad es que lo más popular que eres, más dibujos te van a pedir. Entonces es algo que considerar. Oh yeah, chat, I haven't even told you what we're gonna do today. Today we're working more on Rose. I'm not sure what we're gonna do. Because part of me wants to get working on the hair cutting, so that's done. But at the same time, I feel like just working on the outfit render would probably be okay. I don't know. Actually, let's make it a poll. Let's see what you guys want to do today. New poll. Oh, it does fit. Let's fucking go. Hair cutting. And that doesn't fit. Okay, well, never mind. Output render. Here. Help me choose. Help me choose, chat. Help me choose. Because we can do either or. At this point, I don't even know what I'm doing on this model. I'm like all over the fucking place. Because see, my idea usually is I go in, I separate everything, and then I color it everything like separately.
Point on this.
So glad that one didn't sing. You know, I'll do that. But then at the same time, like I was like, well, maybe it'll be faster if I like render it all in one piece and then I cut it. But then now I've separated some pieces and I haven't rendered others. So I don't know, dude. I genuinely don't fucking know at this point. Both are gonna take a while, yeah, but you know, both need to get done, so I don't really mind. Right now, it looks like it's leading towards haircutting, which you know would be pretty chill time, to be fair. Holy shit, I need a water. No me deja votar. ¿Cuál quieres votar, Camarion? Yo voto por ti. ¿Quieres el de arriba o el de abajo? Dime, dime, dime. Abajo va. Okay. Looks like we're gonna do haircutting. Unless two people randomly tie the pole. Pero ya ganó el otro, creo que sí. Sí, ganó el otro. Okay, haircutting it is. Haircutting it is then. I did not realize that was 20 minutes. Oh yeah, chat, a fair warning, I suppose. I mean, it's not really like a warning, honestly. It ain't really that important. But at the same time, I should probably tell you, today Builderman has not yet left. Which means that we might get that building ASMR. We might get that construction ASMR. I'm not looking forward to it, but you know, it's a possibility. Wait, why is this here? Here. Let's go. I mean, you have to admit that it would be a pretty unique stream. Prelim drills. I think he's doing, what's it called? What's it called when they have the little spatula and then they put concrete on a wall and they go like, you know? I don't.
Smash 6 is now rumored to be in the making. Hail
Ooh.
Sakurai.
You know, I was just watching a video on the history of Smash. And honestly, like, I would really be happy if we got another thing like Smash Brawl. I know people don't like Smash Brawl because the movement is too floaty, but it's so good. Let's get rid of the outfit and the body, all of the body. Not to. Okay, she can be a floating head for now. Mortarling, brickwork. No, it's not brickwork. It might be mortarling. I'm not sure. In Spanish, it's just encarando. But yeah, I don't think it should be too loud, which is why I did end up starting stream regardless. Mejoró un poco mi inglés, pero sigue todavía siendo muy básico. I'm moving forward. Todavía sigue dependiendo del traductor. Aún así tienes muy buen inglés. O sea, tu comprensión es muy, muy buena. Oh dear, I forgot about that. Should I merge all the layers? Do I need them all to be separate? Perhaps I'll just merge the color layers and leave the line art for another time, you know? Because I would like to have some separate lines in here. Yeah, let's do that. I don't know if it's drywall. Admittedly, I don't think we use drywall. Because, like... No, I think that's genuinely more of an American thing. We don't tend to use drywall in our buildings. It's mostly like cement bricks that are then covered by more cement and like some wiring. Wait. Yep, I totally merged the liner, but I shouldn't be. Plaster, probably? I think so. Pueden tener bastante bien cuando alguien lo habla, pero en cambio yo no puedo hablarlo ni escribirlo bien. La verdad, con el hablarlo, y esto también se lo repito mucho a mi mamá, que ha estado estudiando inglés por un buen rato, es nomás como que agarrar confianza. Tienes que agarrar confianza de saber que probablemente lo vas a pronunciar mal, pero lo estás intentando. Oh dear, this is gonna take a while. This is gonna take so long. Let's make it a lighter color though. The man's just out there building a whole new room. I mean, kind of. See, like, let me tell you about it just because I want to yap. Really, because I missed yapping. So, like, the yard is kind of like this, right? And the idea was to make an expansion of the living room so it would take up like this amount of space. And also in the future, make a little like walkway up here, you know? So he needed to remake these two walls over here, you know? Just so that they were straight and everything. And I think by now, I think my mother has said that she doesn't want this anymore. Because she didn't end up liking the idea quite that much, so there's not gonna be anything up here. But he is working on this wall currently. But yeah, this is probably gonna be like the loudest part of it. It's just like honestly, I think this is gonna drive me fucking insane because he does need to like entirely break down the wall of the living room that we have currently in order to actually do what he's gonna do. And that makes me a little nervous, you know? That makes me a little bit nervous. I'm like, well, you know, like, whatever you say, Mom. Whatever you say. I trust you, Mom. Thought it was just door repair? No, see, it's like a whole fucking thing. It's like a whole fucking thing. Cause see, like, one thing that's very, very true about my mother is that she is very impulsive, just like I am, except perhaps a little bit more. And the thing is that originally we just wanted to get a new fence, right? That was the start of this whole thing. We wanted to get a new fence because there was some weird people outside that kept standing around our house. And so we were like, oh, let's get a new fence that is more private. And so, you know, we went looking, we decided on one, we said, cool, okay. We asked the guy to come over. He says, well, in order to make like a proper fence that is customized and everything, I would like to make sure that the walls are perfectly straightened, right? And so he got on to like rebuilding the walls and making them nice and straight. And then my mother was like, well, since you're rebuilding the walls, why don't we expand the living room a little bit? And so they agreed on that plan. And then after the expansion of the living room, she was like, well, if we're already expanding the living room, why don't we make a cool little like terrace on the top of the yard? you know, because the walls are perfectly straight. And so then they went forward with that plan. And, and then I think right now she doesn't want to do that anymore because she's even considering, and I kid you not, she's considering putting a pool in the front yard. And she wants to cover it up. She wants to cover it up with some weird mechanism so the cars don't sink into the pool. But she's considering. Yeah, literally feature creep but house. Exactly. Like honestly, like I've told her, right? I've told her like, well, you know, like I'm kind of on my way out. So you don't really need to worry about like the pool and everything cuz the pool she said was for me cuz I really like being in pools, right? Um but she was like, "Oh, well, it's just so when you visit. It's just just for when you visit and you just want to take a swim, you know?" And I'm like, "Okay, mom, thank you. So considerate, mother." A pool would be awesome. A pool would be. Honestly, I don't take that idea away. It just concerns me that she wants this fuck ass mechanism to be on top of it so the cars don't sink into the pool. But I get the feeling that that's not quite gonna work. Cause we don't have a guy that knows that shit, you know? We have a building man. We don't have an engineer. Yeah, the pool is for me. The pool is for me. Totally for me. Hi, Boo. Welcome, welcome. Okay, I'm gonna cut out like big chunks and then we're gonna move on from that. No, yeah, but honestly, like, I don't see the vision, but I do get the feeling that she's gonna get a pretty good vision out of it. So I don't know, dude. I'm just trusting. I'm just trusting. Revisé el dibujo de la multicuenta, recibió 2 likes. No, solo un éxito a la primera. A huevo que sí, camaleón. Bum, ba-dum, da-dum, dum, dum, da-dum. Yeah. It is kind of funny though, because like girly be thinking about every single possible feature that she could add onto the house. Like I think just yesterday we were watching a movie and she was suggesting, right? She was like, "What if we get like a sound system and we put a speaker on each corner of the living room so it's like a surrounding sound?" And I'm like, I don't I don't think you even cared about audio before. Like what like what are we getting surround sound for? But apparently it's just something that's been on her mind for like the past 2 years. When are you at schedule? I need to know when next blank stream. It is on Discord. It is already up on the Discord. I honestly I don't know how to schedule on Twitch though. Like full honesty, I don't know how to do that. I tried. I tried and then it would be like please enter a valid time zone. And I was like, "Okay, here's my time zone." And they're like, "That's not a valid time zone." And I was like, okay, CST?" And they're like, "That's not a valid time zone." And I was like, "EST?" And they were like, okay." And then I would try to put I would try to like put the hour and it would put it at like 1 in the morning. And I was like, "No, I don't want to stream at 1 in the morning." And I tried to fiddle with it so fucking much. And at the end of the day, it was just like, no. Just like, no, fuck you. Okay. It does not live in the dimension. Yeah. That's the truth, chat. I don't live in this dimension, which is why we use CST, despite it being totally inaccurate to my time zone. Okay, I think we'll do like 3 main chunks of hair. Render these out, and then we'll cut them more specifically. I'm trying to keep this like the least bit overwhelming as I possibly can. But I kind of feel like I'm failing ours. Dun, 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 dun. And we'll just add a bottom layer. Yeah. So many pieces? Oh, yes. Oh, yes, yes. Honestly, I have no idea. Like, I think out of everything of this model, the thing that scares me the most is the final, like, layer count. Because, oh my goodness. I'm unaware of how many layers we have right now. Clip Studio says, like, 148. But that can be very skewed sometimes. If I had to guess, we're up to, like, maybe 200 layers. And the body's not fully cut up. So that would leave us at maybe like 300-ish. And then if we like really take into consideration the hair, which, 2 hairstyles, very full length. With that alone, with those hairstyles alone, it's probably up to like 600. And with all the outfits, it's probably ending up on like the 1000 range. Maybe a bit more. And that's honestly that the worst part is that that's being just hopeful. Hoy no es mi día, ¿por qué, Nightmare? ¿Qué está pasando? Pensaba que usted tenía palomitas y estaba viviendo la vida grande. Me parece bastante bien que haya conseguido 2 likes. Antes ni uno con mi multicuenta, sí me sorprende. Es que así se empieza. Y luego vas a tener unos 10 likes. Y luego unos 20 likes. Y luego unos 30 likes. Y así se va. Actually, honestly, this should be another layer. And then this one should be separate. Okay, let's do that. You know what, Chad? I think with this model and with a couple others that I'm working on recently, it kind of feels like they just. And look, this is a really weird thing to describe, but it kind of feels like despite me doing the same amount of work, in the same amount of like layers, and the same amount of brushes and textures, right? It kind of feels like just ever so slightly, gradually, the models keep outgrowing the PC. Which is strange, because previously this PC had no issue running these models, right? And like letting me work on them. But by now, they're so heavy that I have to keep the AC like really, really cool. Otherwise I get like actually like burnt. Oh my god. Speaking of PC fun, thank you, Max. Thank you, Max, for the 10 gifted. Thank you, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. We started off on our goal, so thank you. I appreciate it so much. Also, hope you're doing good today. Hope your work isn't taking too much out of you. Also, thanks for the hype train. Holy heck. Holy heck. Me cayó. En un futuro, en un futuro. 5 days left? For what? You know, when you say it like that, I can see that? That on itself does sound ominous. That on itself does sound like ominous as shit. Doo-doo. Till job done? Ah, I see, I see, I see. Well, best of luck with that. You think just I don't know, dude. It just sounds like that. It reminds me of like Majora's Mask, you know, like when like when they tell you that you have like 3 days left to fix the entire world, like that. That's sort of what it feels like. That's the image that pops up in my head. Also, I forget that subs get to fish. I don't remember setting that up, but oh well. I need to play Majora's Mask eventually. At some point. I'm sorry I keep sighing, by the way. It's just every single time I start with these things, I start realizing just how much work I have left ahead of me. Because, like, sure, the model might look a bit done by now, but work sure is not even close. This work is no close to being done. Me encanta cómo me salió un dibujo que pasa el server, Discord le bajó un poco la calidad, 30 horitas en eso, estoy orgullosa. Sí, siempre duele cuando las redes sociales le bajan la calidad a tus dibujos. A mí me pasa mucho eso con BlueSky porque tienen un límite de subida, entonces no los puedo subir a la resolución que me gusta. This music makes me think of Paper Mario. I have no idea if it is from that. Con Discord me pasa mucho porque meto muchos detalles y se pierden a veces. Yo siento que nomás por eso me compré el Nitro. Nomás por eso, para poder subir mis dibujos a buena calidad. Bueno, eso y porque me dejaba darle un boost a mi servidor. Lo que me deja tener más emoticones. Oh. Thank you for the hype train. Thank you. I got I got a I'm spiraling emote. That's so cool, dude. Oh yeah, actually that reminds me a bit of the dream I had this morning. It was so weird. Cause like you remember how I just mentioned, right, that I just really like being in pools in general. I don't know why, they just bring me a lot of comfort. But I dreamt that I was going to like this pool with my dad, I think. And like my dad was very grumpy about it because he's always grumpy when we go to any sort of places, right? And for some reason, I was like already like super ready to jump in the pool. So like as soon as we got there and like I didn't even say hi to people, I just like jumped straight into it, right? Oh, hold on, let me see. Cypher, thank you so much for the follow. Thank you. Sorry, I had my thing covered up. But yeah, I just like jumped in immediately. But like I don't know why my fucking dumbass was like, I'm gonna spin in the pool, dude. I'm gonna jump in and I'm gonna spin in the pool, right? And so like I jumped into the pool and I like spun around like so many fucking times. And I was like having the time of my life according to myself, right? But the weirdest thing about it is that once I woke up, I was like so fucking dizzy. Because I guess my brain felt the need to recreate the feeling of spinning. And so I woke up just like confused as shit, being like, oh my god, my fucking head, dude. I don't know though. I don't know. Funky, weird ass stream. The pool looked really cool though. It could just be cause I've been like obsessively looking at like liminal spaces, right, as of late. But it looked very much with that aesthetic and I quite liked it. Nada que ver, pero un tipo quiere que le ayude con algo no sé si es FNAF o el Friday Night Funkin'. Ya no sé. Todos se parecen en abreviación. Va a pagar cierta cantidad, pero no tengo mucha fe, aún así lo entré. Tu ayuda cuenta. Tu ayuda cuenta, aunque no la ayudes totalmente. FNAF y... Ah, ok. Fíjense que yo nunca he sufrido tal humillación con un juego de ritmo, aparte de Friday Night Funkin'. Porque no, o sea, yo soy moderadamente buena en los juegos de ritmo, pero el jugar Friday Night Funkin' me fue tan mal que nomás lo dejé totalmente. Pero también es que parte del juego no funciona exactamente como debería. Creo que hay un jugador en YouTube que sí es pues, profesional, ¿no? De ese tipo de juegos. Y todo el tiempo está diciendo de que, mira, o sea, presiona la flecha y se presiona como 2 segundos después. Así que, pues no, ese es mi cope. Ayudar en que si quiere trabaje con mi arte para un mod que quiera hacer. Oh, eso está muy cool. Okay. I think that's like good enough. Should I make this part darker? Yeah, because I mean, it's gonna get covered by that anyway. So maybe, yeah. Yeah, let's do it. That'll make it look a little bit. Actually, will it? Oh. I'll do a little bit more. A tiny bit. Tiny bit. Yo no de ritmo soy bastante bueno, no exagerado, pero soy competente. ¿Sabes? Yo siento que soy competente, pero hay veces que nomás me pierdo totalmente y vale madre. Por eso yo no soy buena en... ¿cómo se llama? Project Sekai. En el juego que más bien me va es en Mustache. Okay, it's not bad. I will put this into a folder and check back with it later. Because I get the feeling that I'm gonna want to edit it later. Sorry, my mother's listening to that song. Yo sí le sé, pero soy más de cosas muy rápidas como Doom o Ultra Kill. Fíjate que sí me gustan mucho los juegos más lentos. O sea, me desesperan de vez en cuando porque siento que son tan aburridos. Pero es que, o sea, juegos como Stardew Valley, donde puedo hacer como que franquicias enteras y lentamente hacer millones y millones en el juego, con eso sí soy muy competente. Con eso sí puedo. Eso o juegos de exploración. No soy de shooter, pero solo si son muy rápidos sí los juego. Yo no puedo meterme a los shooters. I cannot even think about getting into shooters. Qué puntería. Uf, pésima. My aim with shooters is so utterly like dog shit, you know? Like I can't fucking do it, dude. I can't do it. There was actually this one time I was like, oh, I'm gonna get into Valorant. I'm gonna do a Valorant training arc stream. And then I thought about it. I was like, yeah, no, I'm gonna get bullied to shit. I'm not gonna do that. Admittedly, I don't remember if Valorant's even like still a good game or not. Ya no soy demasiado impaciente, se me dan varios, pero de peleas, de los de peleas soy increíble. Antes era un viciado que podía llegar a top mundiales, wow. Oh, oh. Valorant and good game don't belong together. Well, like I don't. I mean like as in a game that people still play. Cause like, let me be honest with you. I don't think I've ever seen a shooter and be like, yeah, that looks like a great game. You know. But I mean, in terms of people still playing it, that I don't know. Unfortunately, yeah, people still play it. Oh, okay. Honestly, though, like once it's a really sad learn, but one thing that I've most certainly learned about games is you never get into the community of them. Never, ever, ever. Because like I think enjoying games on your own is genuinely the most peak way of actually enjoying a game. Because I feel like people get a little bit too tied up on like the community aspect of it, and like in some points it can feel pretty nice. But I feel like in most, it just kind of makes you miserable, you know? It just kind of be making you a little bit miserable. And like there's so many instances of people being like, "Oh, this community is so toxic." And it's like every community is toxic. Every community has like very obsessed people that make it toxic, you know? Shooters and MOBAs, toxic communities for real, yeah. But like even okay, look, I would argue that like say Love in Deep Space is a pretty solo game. All things considered, like you might send stamina to people to like have a little bit of a sense of community, but like it's a pretty solo game, and people still say that their community is like toxic as shit. So I don't know. I just feel like it's every single community. Should I make this a little higher? Yeah, let's make it just a little bit higher. I don't know. Admittedly though, every single time I think of like a toxic community, um, I remember my days. I remember back in the day of the animation meme community. Just like a whole bunch of like kids with personas and kids who just made personas to fit in with the other kids that had personas, you know? And like all of these things, and like people would be like, "Oh, you're not a real animator, you're doing tweeting." And then some people would be like, "Tweeting is a real animation, I think you're just toxic and lame." I don't know, dude. Like back then, I remember it felt like so real to me because I used to post in that a lot, but like at the same time, it was just so fucking dumb. It was so silly. Extremely hot take. Animal Crossing and Pokemon are the worst toxic community. I think give or take. I think I can kind of agree with Pokemon. I've genuinely never seen an Animal Crossing community. Fully honest with you, I don't think I've ever even seen an Animal Crossing community. Um, to be fair, I haven't really looked for them, but you know. Pokemon I can definitely see what you mean. Because I did mention this, I think. I did mention this during a past stream, but like there is genuinely people that don't understand the concept of casual gaming in Pokemon. Like I was just playing Pokemon Violet and there was people in my chat that like using their first ever chat to be like, "Why are you not playing with this Pokemon? This Pokemon is so much more effective." It's like, I don't care, dude. I like this one. And they would be very, very salty about it, being like, "Oh, you're not playing optimally. Why are you not playing optimally?" You know? But there's people like that on every single community. Like think about a Deltarune, right? Deltarune and Undertale. Like how Jacksepticeye had to like permanently stop playing the game because people would be mad that he's not getting every single line of dialogue and every single secret. There's people like that in all communities. It's not really isolated to like some. Me arden los ojos por dos. Pero también descansa sus ojitos, por favor. Oh my god, your starter has nervous nature? Yeah, now GG, I have one with adamant nature and the best one in the game so far. Yeah. Yeah, people are really, really off-putting to casual players. Which I think it's silly. You know, I would dare say that like 90% of the Pokemon experience is very casual, you know? Not to bring out this argument because I really hate this argument, but it is intended as a game for children. I do think it is meant to be a casual experience with a competitive side added to it for those that like it, right? I don't know, could just be me. Could just be me, could just be me, I don't know. But also, what could possibly be toxic about an Animal Crossing community? Oh, wait! Wait, you just reminded me. You just reminded me of that one guy that was like, actually, I don't think you should deserve to have Raymond on your island because you don't love him like I do. And he's my Kinney, and I have to have him on my island. Still one of the funniest fucking takes I've ever seen, dude. One of the funniest fucking DMs I've ever seen over someone having a fucking cat on their island. A lot of people yelled at me for this take, but the only reason why Pokemon was hard was because you were a kid and you didn't know shit, but now that you're a grown ass, you understand shit and makes it easier. Yeah, that's the main thing, honestly. A lot of games seem harder when you're a kid. And well, to be fair, there was like, okay, there's one thing that a lot of people don't consider, I think. which is the simple fact that games were not made well back then. Okay? Like take that into consideration. Yes, some game might have been really hard when you were a kid, but then again, they were just figuring out controllers. They didn't have optimization. They didn't have like good camera control. They didn't have like proper life improvements. Nah. Nah, you just got what you got. What, Rune? Like, I don't know. I feel like a lot of people just don't really think about that. Because, like, oh, you went from moving in 4 directions to actually being able to move all around in a circle, you know? It's a bit of an improvement. It's a bit of a subtle improvement that maybe people don't really notice. PS2 been best console in a story. You know how I can ruin this argument like so quickly for you. You know how I can ruin this argument so quickly for you. I was too young to play on the PS2. I did not have cognitive functions yet. I did not have cognitive functions, I'm sorry. Or GameCube? I think I... No, the GameCube was out by the time that I was born. But the first game that I did play was Twilight Princess, and that came out in 2004, which is a year after I was born. So, like, I feel it's still kind of around that time. My fonts look as they turned the dust. I could accept an argument for real GameCube. GameCube was a pretty good console, but at the same time, it does... Like, okay, you can't tell me that Mario Sunshine was very amazingly optimized when to have a mode to turn down the brightness, you had to collect 30 shines and then find an obscure NPC that could give you some shades. You know, it's immersive. It's immersive, but like you can't say that it was very well optimized for gameplay, much less like very accessible. Or actually another one. Um Another one. Games are not often translated back in the day, right? Like, for example, the reason I could never fucking get through Ocarina of Time originally was because it was only in English. And the game characters tell you where to go, but I didn't know English. So yeah, it might have been a harder experience. Yeah. Be like Sony. See, Nintendo's about to pass you on PS2 sales randomly announced that PS2 sold 20 million. That is such like petty energy. I love that. That's really funny. You guys have no idea. Actually, you guys have no idea how long it took me to get through Pokemon Emerald the first time. You have no idea. I was stuck on that first route for so long. Cause like now we can praise the Pokemon map for being like, oh, you go this way, and then you go back this way, and then to go this way, and then this way, and that way, and this way, and this way, and then you go this way, right? All of this is communicated to you by characters. I could have not known that this was the fucking route. By the way, I was joking when I said that. Which part? Oh, speaking of Mario Sunshine. Sony announcing more PS2 sales? But when did they do that? When, like, they had the PS2 selling, or, like, after? Because if it's after all this time, I think that's insanely petty, and I kinda respect it. Pam, 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 pam. Lo digo porque sé que el Goppers está suscrito. Ah, sí es cierto. Yo me quedé por un momento de ¿quién es Goppers? Y ya me acordé, ya me acordé. It's worse? Oh, tell me, tell me, tell me. Tell me. I'm curious. Article says, as the Switch closes the gap, Sony officially confirms PS2 has sold over 160 million. That's so funny. That's so fucking funny. I kind of love that. I kind of love that, actually. It's so insanely petty. It's great. I mean, like, you can't really defend either party, though. Because, like, Nintendo was the one that was like, oh, we're selling out so much when they intentionally, like, didn't stock enough consoles. So it would cause that issue. It's like, I don't know. I don't know. I feel like a little pettiness is not that bad. Doo, doo, doo. Pam, 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 pam. Voy a usar mis dotes y bendiciones de cocinero. Haré un huevo con cebolla. Buena suerte, camaleón. No sé si ustedes también piensan lo mismo, pero no sé por qué. Siento que el huevo es nomás una comida de desayuno. No me dan ganas de comer huevo en ninguna otra parte del día. Do you guys get that as well? With, like, feeling like egg is purely a breakfast thing. Like, maybe hard-boiled eggs I can eat along the day. But any other kind of egg is only a breakfast thing. Bum 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 ba-dum bum. Actually, wait, on this conversation of, like, games being harder before, uh, you guys want to know actually what inspired me to play Elden Ring in the first place? I was playing Twilight Princess with my sister, because she came to visit, right? And she was like, oh, I want to play Twilight Princess so bad. So, I got it set up on the TV and everything. And I was like, cool, let's play. And she was like, oh, you do the bosses because I'm not good at the bosses. And I was like, okay. And then I beat the bosses like insanely quickly because obviously, I played this game a lot and like I've done this route many, many times. And this game honestly isn't really all that difficult because you have auto aim for a lot of things. So, like, unless you're very, very distracted or, like, you're an actual young child, you're probably not gonna struggle very much, right? And, like, I beat, like, the last boss, right? I beat Ganon again. And I did it really, really quickly, which is not what I wanted. I wanted the fight to be, like, long and epic as it used to be. But it just wasn't. It just wasn't, Once you know the game, it's not hard at all. So I was like, damn. Damn, perhaps I should just try beating harder games, Perhaps I shouldn't keep replaying the same fucking game over and over, and I should try to just, like, actually do a harder game. Which is where the thought of, like, oh, I should play Elden Ring came from. I don't really know what other games I'd like to try, though. I just need more challenges. I need more challenges to, like, actually engage my brain. Because I've been on the comfy in the comfy games too much. I want something like more entertaining, you know? Perhaps one day as well. Perhaps one day as well, I'll get over my I'll get over my mental block of playing Red Dead Redemption and we'll play that too. We'll see. Cause like genuinely like what's his name again? Arthur Morgan? Is that it? Think so. Uh he's like so good, you know? And I really, really, really wanna like dress him up in pretty outfits because all the streamers that I keep seeing, they keep putting him like all these ridiculous fucking outfits and I wanna see him in something nice. I blocked over Red Dead. Oh, let me tell you. Let me tell you. So I went through this before, right? I played this game where I was like, I should try harder games, right? And so one of my first choices, because of how pretty it is, was Red Dead Redemption 2. I had seen my brother play Red Dead Redemption 1, and I was like, oh, I'll play the second one by myself, right? And I went in, I watched the starting cutscene, I was like, God damn, Arthur Morgan is so fucking hot, dude. And then they threw me onto the tutorial battle, right? Where it's like a house, you just have to shoot up some bandits before they shoot you. Let me illustrate this for you, okay? Let me illustrate this for you. This is a bandit. This is a tutorial bandit. The tutorial bandit does not move around very much and he actively just walks towards you menacingly. And my shots went here, and here, and here, and here, and here. And I lost the mission 9 fucking times. And after such humiliation, I just kind of turned off the Xbox and I was like, well, I'll try again later. That was that. And that's why I've never played Red Dead Redemption. Because I'm so dog shit at aiming that I was just like, you know what? It's fine. I'll watch someone else play it. Skill issue, yep. Abysmal skill issue, actually. Ah, dear. Nardo horrible, duele. Descanse sus ojos, Nightmare. Descanse sus ojos, póngase unas gotitas. Time to bring it back? Maybe. Let me see how much it is on Steam. See, because my plan at the start of, oh, hi Steam. My plan at the start of the year was like, oh, I'm gonna use my Xbox that has laid dormant for so long, and I'm gonna play these games. And then I come to find out my brother sold the Xbox. So now I need to buy it on Steam. Can't believe skill issue if it wasn't there to begin with. Yeah. Yeah, you're so right. Do I have it on my wish list? I don't think so. No, I don't. Chad, wait, I'm sorry. You have to see this, okay? I was gonna search up Red Dead Redemption 2, and it suggests some very popular searches, such as Your Mother, Mortal Kombat 1, and Your Stepmom. Um, thanks, Steam. Thank you. Thank you. It's lovely. Perhaps some other time. Perhaps some other time, you know? Maybe not today. August 24th, repage. Okay, Red Dead Redemption 2. How about your search history? I don't think I've even searched that many things, to be honest with you. Oh, shit. It's 1,000 monies. 1,000 pesos. I'm gonna put it up on the throne once we're done with Elden Ring. Maybe. Maybe. I don't know if aiming with a mouse would be, like, easier, though. Because I'm not usually bad at, like, using controllers. Many monies will have to wait till sale. Yeah. You know, I've definitely hit my point of, like, of adulthood where I'm no longer excited about impulsive purchases. And that fucking sucks. I used to be like, oh my god, adult money, I can buy whatever I want. And now I'm just sitting here looking at the same offer I've been looking at for like the last 2 weeks, being like, is it really worth it? Is this really worth my adult monies? I don't know. It is a tough life, Chad. Tough life. Ya me puse gotas, tengo que comprar unas nuevas. Uf. Descanse sus ojitos, échese un sueñito. Tómese un té. Deje de ver la pantalla. Ponga cosas en audio solamente. Yeah. And you wanna know the worst part is that what I still wanna buy with like my adult monies is like I wanna buy a vacuum. I really badly want a vacuum. Like I want a long vacuum, one of those that has like the green light at the front so you can see everything. That's I want one so bad. I want one so bad, dude. It's ridiculous. I'll be back in a bit, leaving work and going to store for a possibility to save my nose. Okay, good luck, Sharp. That's awful. I know, but like, it's so cool. It's such a cool little invention, and I really want. And I keep seeing them on TikTok because, like, I know they're on the TikTok shop, and I know they want to scam the shit out of me. But like, it looks cool as shit, dude. And they even come in pink. Like, how cute is that? There we go. Let me close my door. Speaking of cool impulse buys, I saw a gift this weekend that I was really tempted to get for you. Oh, how so? Can I know what it is? Can I please know what it is? Okay, I think that's pretty good. Now I just need to fix the lines. Stardew related? Ooh. I'm gonna guess it's either the cookbook or the chicken plushie. You know, I remember the last time that I played Stardew Valley, and like I really badly wanted to buy like the guidebook. Because like it looks so handy, but at the same time, it's not really that great with Stardew Valley Expanded. Because Stardew Valley Expanded like doubles up the content in it, and so like I still have to take some notes of my own. Although I do remember that the last time that I played, I straight up just like bought perfection. Because I had like millions and millions of money, and I just was not feeling up to like doing the cooking challenge. Because like there's so many like little ingredients that you have to get, and like it takes so long to gather them all. And I just didn't want to. I just went to the shady guy on Ginger Island and was like, hey, can I buy perfection? He was like, sure. And that was the end of that. I did see the cookbook not long ago, though. I kind of want to try it, but at the same time, I just don't have places to put books. Like, I really wanted to buy the print of what's it called again? The Knights of Guinevere art book. Because there was a limited edition hardcover version. I was like, oh, I really want that. And then I thought about it. I looked over at my shelf and I was like, yep, I don't have space. I don't got the space. But it did look really, really cool. So maybe I'll buy it in the future, even if it's like the softer cover. That would have been cool. It would have, and I think the cover was also like really pretty as well. I want to buy so many art books. There is not enough space to put all of them. Okay. We are gonna leave this like that. Hold on, let me just erase this little line. Also, I'm really excited for Knights of Guinevere to actually be a show. I was rewatching the pilot the other day, and honestly, it looks so cool. It's a really well-made show. Give me a second, Chad. I think Dougie wants to get in. Okay, I'm back. Do you guys think it would be a good idea to like only do one side of the hair? Because I kind of just want to play Tomodachi like. Kind of just really badly want to play Tomo. What is meant to be on top of this? Ah, that. Actually, wait, how long have I been doing art for? Like an hour. Okay, we'll do a little bit more. I can't excuse myself with just 1 hour of work. That'd be silly. No, maybe just shave it off a little bit more. Actually, give me the line for that. No, we do need this to be a little bit more outward. Also, let me change the playlist. Because I think it started looping. What is this? I'm sorry, it's just... What is this? It has no title or anything. What the fuck is this? Also, hi, Claire. Hello, hello. How are you doing? You're in class? Pay attention. You gotta pay attention to be smart. Professor's just kinda yap. So you traded your yapper professor for another yapper. Honestly fair. No me arden por ver la pantalla, me arden desde la mañana que empecé a trabajar. Creo que tengo basura en los ojos. Supongo que tengo el agua que me mandaron que tenía cloro. ¿Cómo lo intentaron envenenar? Traded yapper who's kind of cool professor for a yapper I like talking to. Sounds reasonable. Have a flex to make? What is your flex? Están limpiando la presa, me imagino que el agua la mandaron en su mayoría, tenía cloro y necesito llenar mis tanques para bañarme y limpiar. Preocupante la situación, entonces. Tal vez podrías considerar comprar un purificador de agua. No cuesta mucho. Lo puedes poner encima por el grifo o lo puedes nomás usar en un vasito, creo. Realmente no sé cómo se llama el lugar, pero el caso. Preocupante la situación. More Elden Bling on Sunday? Yeah, we get more Elden Ring. Oh, Elliot, hello! Thank you so much for the raid. Welcome, welcome. How was your stream? You're playing Lego Star Wars? Hell yeah, that's so based. Welcome, welcome. Oh yeah, I need to do a streamer thing. Sorry. I'm like locked in. But welcome, Raiders. My name is Ray. I am a jester VTuber. And today we're playing... Oh, wait, no. Today we're doing some art. We're doing some work. I'm doing some separating for the hair of this VTuber. Currently. Had to for May the 4th? Ah, of course, of course. Yes, welcome, welcome. I want to play a Lego game real fucking bad, honestly. They're so good. like they can be so fucking goofy, but it works out so perfectly for those games. Creo que me retiro por hoy. Tenga buen stream, Ray. Cuídase, come bien, tome agüita y guarde su progreso. No va a ser un apagón de la nada. Grandiosa idea. Pero usted descanse también, Nightmare, ¿ok? Tenga muy buen resto del día. También se le quiere mucho, Nightmare. They go on sale very often. They do. It's just I don't got the time. I keep wanting to play like Fields of Mystria or Pocopia or more Tomodachi Life, and I just don't got the time to. My divinity is past infinity and more. Gracias, Neha. Oh my god! I really try to catch those. I really tried to catch those. Is the only hand you get. I'm gonna do a separate layer for that one, I think. Yeah. Stand up and stretch. Thank you. Let me do that. Let me do that super quick. Oh my god, my god. Holy fucking iron deficiency. Bro, holy fucking iron deficiency. Holy crap. Goddamn. Anyway. Let me have a quick little sip as well. Might as well. The highlighted hair part looks like a toy? I must admit, I'm trying to see what you're seeing, but I don't see the vision. I don't quite see the vision. Oh, I see it now. Okay, I see it now. I think. Might not be what you're seeing, but I think I see it. A brokenness. Only the Lord I need. I'm just a toy to you. This is the wrong fucking color. This is the wrong fucking color. I think I'll add a quick little thing there, you know? Just for a little bit of volume. Because, like, see, one thing that I always struggle with, I think... Yeah, they're barking. She's barking at the same people that she lives with, by the way. But anyway. One thing that I always struggle with is, like, when I cut the hair on its own, like, before I color it, it's really easy to, like, do very uniform sort of pieces. But when I do it this way, it always makes it feel like it's wonky somehow. I don't fucking know how to fix it, honestly. I'll just go on vibes. I'll go purely on vibes and see if it needs fixing later. Yeah, I'll cut this. Well, I'll refine it and then we'll cut it later, I think. My goodness. You know, chat, I must admit, I never expected VTubers to actually get, like, this far. And I know that sounds like kind of weird, but like, I don't know. Sometimes I be working on these things. I'm like, how did we even get to this point? Like, there was barely a fucking tutorial back in the day. Like, I don't know. Now to the point that most VTubers, at the very least, have 800 layers. It's fucking insane to me. When and how did we achieve this, and why did we go this way? Because like I think just yesterday I was thinking about the new debut and everything. I was thinking about the new debut and I was like, oh, uh I should probably make this like really, really, really like technically impressive so it actually stands out, you know? And like I keep getting overwhelmed by the fucking prospect of VTubers nowadays. And some of my clients will be like, "Can we have this and this and this and this?" And I'm like, "Of course." And then I'll sneak off to myself and be like, "Why did I say yes to that? Why the fuck did I say yes to that?" Honestly, you were at the beginning edge learning from the pioneers. I mean, not entirely. That would have been had I started rigging in like 2016. But it's kind of close. I was at the beginning of the evolution, I would say, when they first started getting complicated. You know, I did a look on your profile for a scheduler and something, and you don't have a Discord link to see if schedule is there. Also, I've never seen what BlueSky is, so I just scrolled that like it was TikTok. Well, I hope you enjoyed the little previews on there. But yeah, I don't usually I don't usually list out the Discord on social media because let me tell you a funky little story. Let me tell you a funky, funky little story. I did once. I did once, and I remember I vaguely posted. I was like, "Oh, I'm doing a movie night. I'm doing a movie night. If you want to see this movie, we're gonna be hanging out in my Discord." And then posted the Discord link. And then about 5 minutes after I posted the Discord link, I think like three random guys came into the Discord, turned on their webcams and their mic, and started being so fucking loud. And I was just like, you know what? I'm not gonna post it anymore. But it is accessible from the Twitch page, which I would say is where it's most relevant. Oh yeah, let me repost the flag since it happened during the raid. Oh yeah. Yeah, please do. What movie was it? What was that one? We were either watching My Dress Up Darling or we were watching Encanto? No, it was Coco. It was Coco because it was Dia de Muertos. I remember that. I don't remember that story. I think that was before your time. Because they didn't get immediately banned. I had to message Jade being like, "Hey Jade, do you think I should ban them?" And Jade was like, probably. So I think that was before your time, VK. But to be fair, I think they were also people, um, I think it was also people that just actively wanted to get banned from servers, which weird ass hobby, by the way. I know they probably know that, but just, weird ass hobby. I was there for Coco unless you watched it twice, and yeah, way before I knew you. What movie was it? I remember it was a Disney movie. Hmm. I don't know. I'd have to like scroll all the way back. I remember Coco because he told me it would mean a lot if I showed. Oh yeah, I think so. Yeah, the song's good. I like the song a lot. Can't remember if it was said on DMs or not though. I think I probably said it publicly, honestly. Because I think it was probably. I think it was probably either before you showed up or around where you first showed up. And I wouldn't have DM'd you back then. Oh yeah, I miss your flex. Oh my god. So you don't have to repost it. Found a VTuber who has a job that is a blacksmith. Oh, that's pretty cool. That is pretty cool. Do they do blacksmithing streams? Nope. Oh, that's sad. I would definitely watch that. Okay, I think I'll definitely do underfill layers. Yeah. Yeah, it would be easier. See, Chad, I'm gonna give you the information, even though you probably don't give a shit. But like, look, let me tell you, right? So like, if I were to just leave the line, right, just as it usually is, I would have to add another mask on top like this to be able to erase it, right? Because the other way that I can do that, it's not really clean, which would just be like squishing it down. I don't want to do this one. And then if I do an underfill, I can just hide it behind the hair. It'll cut down on layers. So let's do underfills in a second. Actually, we'll do that once I cut it more a little bit in depth, because otherwise it's gonna take forever. Terminé de comer y cocinar, me salió demasiado bien, mis habilidades me sorprenden. Le digo, usted está bendecido. Totalmente bendecido. Dun, dun, dun. Okay. Okay, is this the last one that we have? It is! Sorry. I don't know why that single verse reminded me of a dumbass memory I got. Asking the farmers, yee. They're really fun. And like, I'm gonna tell you just because I need something to yap about. Right? But like, that verse of the song, I remember it says something like, some days I feel like a monster and I feel the need to shy away beautifully, right? And I remember, dude, I sent this song to my ex, and I was like, "Oh, it's a really relatable song to me, right?" Because I was going through it, let me tell you, with like body dysmorphia and like gender issues in general. I was really struggling with that. And like the naive child that I was like, "Oh, maybe he can get it. Maybe he can support me." And I remember, dude, I sent him this song and I told him exactly why it was relatable to me. And he was like, "Yeah, yeah, I get it. You feel like a fucking monster. Get over it." I was like, "Thanks." Thanks. Cause like I remember at the time I was so fucking sad about that, but like that's a really funny way to respond to it. I'm sorry. I don't think he intended it to be funny. I think he fully intended it to be mean. But thinking back on it, it's kind of funny. I remember bro was also like so annoying in the like, oh, I already knew. So fucking annoying around that sort of topic. Like I would tell him some thoughts that I was having, some very not nice thoughts, like, "Oh, I already knew you were thinking that. I already knew." And it's like, "Cool. Can we talk about it?" It's like, "Oh, no. I already know." Okay, thanks. Thanks. Love you. Shane, thank you so much for the
Blanca
9
3
whole
rave,
months.
Blanca
Thank you,
3
thank
rave,
you.
Blanca 3 rave, Blanca 3 rave, Blanca 3 rave, Blanca 3 rave, Blanca 3 head pats, Blanca 3 head pats, Blanca 3 head pats.
Thank you. Just like my furry. Being able to laugh at it now, I guess, yeah. Yeah, right now it's kind of funny. Because, like, I think what makes it funnier is, like, when I was younger, I fully knew that he wasn't a good person, and I still went for it. So, like, there's not really oh, I fell in love with him, and then he betrayed my trust. Nah, I already knew. I already knew, and I knew what I was getting into, and I still did it. So, like, by this point, it's just like, yeah, I might as well. Because, like, to be fair, I was also, like, fairly mean to him. Because, like I said, I knew what I was getting into, and sometimes I took a lot of satisfaction in the fact that I was right. Pero también con nerfeo es increíble, alergia, sistema inmunológico básico, pero no importa si divino. Totalmente. Actually, yeah, Chad, let me tell you that story where I was, like, so fucking mean, but I was so happy that I was right. Because, like, I remember that he really had like a hero complex. For as lacking as he was in the whole department of actually helping me, he had an insane hero complex. Like bro thought he really needed to help everyone he could, you know? And I was really annoyed by it. I was really annoyed by it because most of the time he would use that as an excuse as to not talk to me or not like hang out with me, right? So I was always telling him that he shouldn't, or that he should just commit to the plans we already had, but he would ignore me, as he does. Because he was like the big hero of the hour, the one they could most rely on, right? And once, we had to do like a donation thing where we had to gather all the other groups to donate water, canned food, toiletries, all of that in order to take it to like a less fortunate area, right? All that my group had to do was organize it. And all that his group had to do was just keep count of it, right? He just had to keep count of it. That was all that he had to do. But throughout the entire thing, I remember he was so like, oh, I need to help that group too. And I need to help this group too. Not mine. Every other group. Okay, just. I'm setting this up so you can see why I was petty. But like, um, I remember he was like so helpful to everyone, right? But the final great act that he was going to do was take the food with the other group that was meant to, like, you know, get on the bus, take the food, unload everything, right? And he was like, "Oh, I'm gonna help them." And I was like, "Okay, fine. Go help them then." Even though I think it's probably gonna suck, and I think you're probably gonna be stuck under the sun in the desert for a good like 6 hours at the least, right? He didn't listen to me. He was like, "No, I think you're wrong. I think it'll be a fantastic time, and I think I'm gonna really enjoy it." So I was like, "Okay, fine. Go do it." You cannot imagine the satisfaction they had when his bus got stuck in the middle of the desert, dude. In the middle of the desert, dude. And I remember he called me. He was like, "Our bus got stuck in the middle of the desert. Can you like drive over here and give me a ride back home?" I was like, "Nah." "Nah, fuck you, actually. You wanted this. You wanted this, now deal with it. It's fine." He was fully fine. He was just insanely mad at me after he came back, which, you know, I can see why, but at the same time, he wanted to do that. And I don't feel bad for not going to pick him up. Because, like, also, I would have had to drive 5 fucking hours to go pick him up, so, like, fuck that, dude. Hice un curry, solo que es un chiste que tengo con unos amigos en Discord. ¿Me lo quieres enseñar? Dynamite, thank you so much for the follow. Thank you, thank you. Did I? I did not alpha lock this. You know, Chad, telling that story made me realize as to like exactly why I would be such a shit parent. I know that's not really related to parenting, but like, yeah, it's probably for the best that I don't have kids. Because I get the feeling I would do the exact same thing still. Mm, shit, wrong one.
Soaking wet feet.
It did not sing. I'm so glad. Man, dude, I hate my brain. I hate my brain for being so fucking visual. Why did you need to visualize that, genuinely? That was not necessary, brain. No thank you.
Do serum fit sweat.
Did not sing. Also, thank you for the head pad. Thank you, thank you. Oh, wait, actually, speaking of, like, kind of gross things. Speaking of kind of gross things, I got attacked by a cockroach earlier. Because, like, I don't know if you guys can relate to this as well, but, like, I don't know why. Dude, the cockroaches in the place that I live are so fucking aggressive. Did you cry? Yeah! I cried so hard, dude. I was panicking so hard. It's like I was just brushing my teeth. I was just brushing my teeth, and I was just like I was just chilling, right? I was just brushing my teeth before I actually got to my chores. And suddenly I see this giant ass cockroach crawling from like around the shower, and I screamed and it flapped its wings at me, dude. It flapped its wings at me. I was like, I was so grossed out. Fire Lord Suko, welcome, welcome. Thank you so much for the follow. No, I was really, really freaked out. But then, to make it worse, I was like staring at it, right? Because I didn't want to kill it, but I didn't want to lose it. And then bro started
Who
flying
ordered all
even
this
more.
fucking anime titty?
And then bro started flying, and he started trying to get close to me, and I was so scared. I was so scared that I just kind of like I shut the door on the bathroom, and then I sent Infa a really really scared audio. Shit. Oh, don't say that, because oh fuck. This is what I mean when I say I hate my mind being so fucking visual.
Who ordered all this fucking anime titty?
Please don't spam the alerts. Ugh. I heard the sound of it and everything. Ugh. Ugh.
Roach Crunch.
Stop it! I'm gonna ban you. I'm gonna fucking ban you. Ugh. BK! I'm getting grossed out. Shut the fuck up. I'm actually like getting so grossed out, dude. Shut the fuck up. Sorry, I'm just
Who
wasting my
ordered
brains,
all
okay?
this fucking anime titty?
It's on slime with roaches with me. I wish I could be like that. I wish I could be like you, bro. I my knees start fucking shaking with cockroaches. I just fucking can't. Ooh, this one's okay. I think she looks pretty. I think she looks very pretty. I do feel like I forgot one hair though. Didn't I? I so did. I forgot these. They also removed that one. Okay. What is the difference between normal titties and anime titties? I would dare say the physics. And most likely how shiny they look. Yeah, I would dare say those are the main differences. People come and go, only way that you can go is not to give it to at all. Yeah, I don't know why they're so shiny. I don't know either, honestly. You can talk, just not about gross things, or I will actually, like, throw up on stream. And I'm not kidding about that. I'm very much not kidding about that. I'm very bad about it. There's always like a red and white glare on them, like there's a puddle in there. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know why they do that. Chat, would you guys be down to play Tomo? Just I really badly want to play Tomodachi Life. Do you guys mind if we do that? Because I was gonna start on this one, but I'm just not feeling it today. Bye-bye, chat. Goodbye. Goodbye, have fun. I'll miss you, chat. I love you, chat. Goodbye. Goodbye, goodbye. Where's my fucking ending screen? Okay, there it is. Bye.